Students, class 12th, chapter alternating current. Topic is AC generator. It is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. AC generator convert करता है हमारी मैकेनिकल एनर्जी को इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी में. Now, principle. This AC generator based on the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन पर बेस है. And what is this electromagnetic induction? You know, whenever magnetic flux linked with the coil changes, an induced EMF will produce in it, and it lasts so long as change in magnetic flux continues. जब किसी भी कॉइल का मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज होता है तो उसमें एक इंड्यूस EMF एनहैंस इंड्यूस करंट प्रोड्यूस होता है, and this induced current and induced EMF will last so long as change in magnetic flux continues. जब तक मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स कंटिन्यूसली चेंज होता रहता है तो उसमें EMF एनहैंस इंड्यूस करंट प्रोड्यूस होता है. तो दिस इज मैग्नेटिक इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक इंडक्शन and this is the principle of AC generator. Now, the construction of AC generator is, it consists of four parts, mainly four parts. Number one, field magnets, north and south pole of the strong magnet, which produce magnetic field in which armature coil rotated. Armature coil rotated. The construction of this AC generator is this. Here this magnetic field, two poles, north and south pole, which produce magnetic field, and this number two armature coil ABCD. ABCD is a rectangular armature coil and it consists of a large number of turns of insulated wire wound over a laminated soft iron core. Here this armature coil, this is ABCD armature coil, and this armature coil consists of large number of insulated wires, right, and it rotated in between these two magnetic poles. Number three, slip rings. The slip rings R1 and R2, metal rings to which the ends of the armature coil are connected, and these rings are fixed to the shaft which rotates with the armature coil, so that the rings also rotate along with the armature coil. Here, two slip rings, these slip rings R1 and R2, this is first slip ring R1 and R2, and these two slip rings are attached with this armature coil ends, and these two slip rings rotate with armature coil. Right. Number four, brushes B1 and B2 are the two flexible metal plates. B1 and B2 are two flexible metal plates or carbon rods which are fixed and constantly touch the revolving rings. Here two brushes B1 and B2, here this B1 and B2, metallic rods, metallic plates or carbon rods, and they are fixed and maintain contact with slip rings. B1 and B2 are what? These are metallic plates or carbon rods, and they are fixed and maintain constant contact with the slip rings. And there is a load resistance between two brushes, this B1 and B2, this load resistance R1. So this is the construction of AC generator, right? This two magnetic poles north and south which produce magnetic field, and this armature coil ABCD which rotates in this magnetic field, and this consists of large number of turns, and two slip rings R1 and R2 are attached with the free end of the armature coil, and these are two B1 and B2 are brushes. These two brushes are of metallic plates or carbon rods, and they are fixed and maintain maintain constant this contact with this armature coil rings and a load resistance between B1 and B2. Now, working in theory of this AC generator, initially हम suppose करते हैं this armature coil ABCD is initially placed like this vertically. Here this AB, side AB is in upward direction. Here this AB and this here CD. नीचे वाली साइड हमारी CD और AB हमारी ऊपर. Now this armature coil rotates. Suppose clockwise start rotating in clockwise direction. Then side AB, this side AB moves downward, this side AB moves downward, this side AB moves downward, and the CD move upward. Then by using Fleming right hand rule, then with the help of this rule we can find out the direction of induced current, because here this induced current produced. क्योंकि यहाँ पर जैसे हमारे देश आर्मेचर कॉइल रोटेट होते हैं तो इसका मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज होता है. आर्मेचर कॉइल रोटेट होने पर मैग्नेटिक फ्लक्स चेंज होता है. इसमें जो मैग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स पास हो रही हैं वो चेंज होती हैं. रोटेट करने से इसके अंदर जो मैग्नेटिक लाइन्स ऑफ फोर्स पास होती हैं वो चेंज होती हैं. तो उससे चेंज होने से इसका फ्लक्स चेंज होता है. फ्लक्स चेंज होने से इसमें ईएमएफ बनता है और इंड्यूस ईएमएफ बनने से इंड्यूस करंट बनती है. इंड्यूस करंट बनने से उसकी डायरेक्शन हमें कैसे चाहिए, कैसे फाइंड कर सकते हैं. फ्लेमिंग राइट हैंड रूल की हेल्प से हम डायरेक्शन फाइंड कर सकते हैं. यदि हमारी ये आर्मेचर कॉइल ABCD, दिस साइड AB and this armature coil rotates clockwise, then side AB goes downward, this side goes downward, right? And by using this Fleming right hand rule, the direction of current in the arm BA is from B to A, right? And the direction of current in the arm CD is from D to C. हमारी यहाँ पर करंट की डायरेक्शन बनी B to A. A के बाद फिर इस रिंग्स R1 के अंदर जाती है, रिंग R1 में, and then this to brush B1 and then load resistance and then B2 ring this brush this B2 and now this direction of current is from D to C. Now in the second half the direction of current reversed, and that is from B2 RL and B1. तो इसमें सेकेंड हाफ में भी करंट की डायरेक्शन हम ठीक इसी तरह से फाइंड कर सकते हैं जैसे हमने ड्यूरिंग फर्स्ट हाफ करंट की डायरेक्शन फाइंड की. नाउ लेट n be the total number of turns in the coil, capital N total number of turns in the coil, and let capital A is the area of each turn, and this B is the magnetic field produced by the magnetic poles. B is the magnetic field produced by magnetic poles. Now theta is the angle between area vector and magnetic field. This area vector, A vector and magnetic field. Now the magnetic flux linked with the coil, we know that phi is equal to NBA cos theta. Phi is equal to this NBA cos theta. Here theta can be written as omega t. Theta is omega t, and this omega is here angular velocity of this armature coil. Angular velocity of this armature coil, and this armature coil is rotated here clockwise. Clockwise rotate होती है this armature coil with the angular velocity omega. Right? Now from the Faraday's law, E is equal to minus n d phi upon dt is equal to this minus n d upon dt. Phi की वैल्यू हमारी n ba cos omega t. This n is common, this constant take outside, and this is b cos omega t. Now differentiation of this cos omega t, ba is again constant take outside, and here this e is equal to minus nba, and the differentiation of cos omega t, differentiation of cos omega t is minus sin omega t into omega. Now this on solving is nba omega sin omega t. The on solving the value of this induced EMF is equal to nba omega sin omega t. Now for maximum value of this induced EMF, maximum value of this induced EMF, the value of sin omega t should be maximum. The value of sin omega t should be maximum, and its maximum value is 1. Therefore, E max is equal to E naught. E max is equal to E naught, and this is E naught is equal to nba omega. nba omega. Put here this sin omega t is 1. Therefore, E naught, E maximum is equal to nba omega. Now, therefore, E is equal to, again from this equation, this E is equal to E naught sin omega t. Put here this E naught, nba omega की जगह पर E naught. Therefore, this induced EMF, expression for the induced EMF, E is equal to E naught sin omega t. And hence the induced current I is equal to E upon R, and this voltage upon resistance is current, and this is I naught into sin omega t. So this is induced current, and the variation of this induced EMF with the time is like this, and this is positive half cycle, and this here negative half cycle, because here the direction of induced current during the first half cycle is B1 RL B2, B1 RL this B2, but during the second half cycle the direction of current is reversed. This is B2 RL B1. Therefore, the variation of EMF or the variation of current is like this. This is during the positive half, and this is during the negative half. Now, this is the principle, construction, working in theory of the AC generator. A very important topic, 5 marks ka topic for the board examination as well as the school examination. Now, numerical based on it. Suppose this circular coil of radius R is equal to 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and the number of turns, total number of turns in this circular coil N is equal to 20, and this circular coil rotates with or about this vertical diameter with angular velocity omega, and omega is equal to this 50 radian per second. This circular coil rotates with omega is equal to 50 radian per second about the vertical diameter, right? And here is a magnetic field, horizontal magnetic field. Magnitude of this magnetic field is 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. Now find the E max. And number 2 E average. And if resistance of the coil is 10 ohm, then also find the I max and the average power or power dissipated as Joule heating law. Now, this circular coil rotates in magnetic field which is horizontal, and hence when it rotates its flux changes. The flux linked with the coil changes, and hence induced EMF will produce, and hence induced current will produce in it. Now, first of all, we want to calculate the value of E max, and this we know that E max is equal to E naught. This E naught nba omega, induced EMF की maximum value nba omega. Now, on putting the values here this is this n is equal to 20, here, and b is equal to this 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla, and A is pi r square because this is circular coil. Therefore, area of the circle is pi r square. Pi is equal to 3.14 and radius is here 8 into 10 to the power minus 2. 8 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. And this omega is 50 radian per second. Now on putting all these values and on solving, the value of Emax is 0.603 volt. हमें Emax की वैल्यू इसके अंदर मिलती है. दिस इज 0.603 वोल्ट. नाउ एवरेज वैल्यू ऑफ EMF, average value of EMF for the full cycle, you know the average value of this alternating EMF or current is 0 because this positive half and this negative half, इसकी positive average और इसकी negative average are equal. Therefore, for one complete cycle, average value of EMF is 0. Now, the maximum value of induced current, you know, I max, or this is also I naught, and this I naught is equal to maximum voltage upon resistance, and here we calculate the value of E naught is, or E maximum is 0.603 volt, and resistance is given here 10. Then on solving, this is 0.0603 ampere. मैक्सिमम करंट चाहिए हमें, तो दिस इज मैक्सिमम वोल्टेज अपॉन रेजिस्टेंस एंड मैक्सिमम वोल्टेज इज हाउ मच? दिस इज 0.603 and the resistance is given here 10 ohm. Then on solving, this is 0.0603 ampere, and the power, average power or power dissipated in this coil can be written as this is E naught into I naught upon 2, क्योंकि this AC resistive circuit के अंदर करंट यहाँ पर हमारी अल्टरनेटिंग करंट है और रेजिस्टेंस इसके अंदर है, तो देन एवरेज पावर हमने कैलकुलेट किया था, फॉर्मूला ड्राइव किया था, तो दैट इज E naught into I naught upon 2. On putting the values, E naught is equal to how much? E naught is equal to this 0.603 and I naught is equal to this 0.0603 by 2. Then on solving, this is 0.018 वाट. तो इस तरह से हमने इस न्यूमेरिकल के अंदर मैक्सिमम पावर कैलकुलेट की. This is not maximum power, this is maximum EMF, and then average EMF for one complete cycle, and then maximum current in the coil, and then average power or